did say in my last video I was getting something new, and it's here. This came in yesterday during the afternoon. I work night shift, so I was asleep when it came in. But anyway, here I am, 7 a.m. having some brews after work, getting ready to start building on this thing. I'm really excited. I have a Savage I was converting to electric, but I don't know. I'm not really much of a fan of it. It's too big, too heavy for me, I think. And I was kind of looking at the low C LST because I went out bashing with some guys who both had LSTs and they were pretty badass, but I didn't want just another ready to run that I was going to replace half the stuff on. So I looked at this. So this is the Tekno MT410. It's a kit. Number one, that's the biggest thing I really like about it is a kit. I like to build. I want to put it together and I want to know it's built right the first time. A lot of, ready to runs are, built by somebody in a factory who doesn't really give a shit because they're building how many of these things a day. But if it's your truck and you're putting it together, you understand how it goes together. So if something does go wrong, you can fix it. But also you take some pride in it. It's like, okay, I want this thing to be perfect, when it's done. I want it to be, ready to go, and it's not gonna break or nothing. So I went with this because number one, it's a kit. That was huge. So you see no wheels, tires, body, it says electronics, not included, right? That's fine. Got a Mamba Monster X I'm going to put in there, the 2200 kV motor. I've already got, they say 15 to 24 teeth, but reading on forums, everybody's talking about, depending on what you run, you want to run around 15, 16, 14 tooth pinions. So I've got a 15 tooth, I'm going to start with that. 4-cell batteries, I actually ordered some new batteries just because the ones I have are, I'm not sure how long they're going to last, but we'll see. But I ordered this because I've already got all that. I've got tires. I bought a body for it because, new car, new body. So that was my deciding factor to pick this up. I sold one of my Slashes to a buddy of mine, so I got some money from that. I have another couple of Slashes that I'm going to sell. I bought all my buddy's trucks from him. I'm going to get rid of a couple of those. But anyway, I picked this up. And, oh, look, I've already started building. So, there's the box. There's the truck when it's all done. They show looks like a Tekin system in there. Yep. And there's a Dodge body they got. It looks cool. Those are the Proline Shockwave tires. Those are their recommended tires. They look pretty cool. I like the Chevron style on them, but I'm going to run stock T-Max tires taped. We're going to see how long those last. So, easy to build kit, detail instructions, blah blah blah. 4mm chassis. Yeah. You guys can read all this stuff on their website. It is metric. All metric hardware. That was kind of nice. This is basically a truggy. It's their truggy with a buggy chassis and like short course. This into the light so you can see better, and a short course bumper. So here you can see I've got the rear gearbox, or I'm sorry, this is the front gearbox all done. And let me tell you, the fit and finish on this is absolutely gorgeous. Look at that shock tower. Yeah, this kit I paid $440 shipped, which seems like a lot for no body, no wheels, no tires, no electronics. No radio, no receiver, no speed controller, but no servos. Let's be honest, most of that stuff is the first thing you replace on a ready to run, right? So this way, instead of buying a $400 ready to run and spending another $1,000 on it to get it, buying upgrades, you just get all the upgrades right from the get-go. So there's the rear gearbox I'm getting ready to do. I built all the diffs at work on my lunch break today, but so they gave you shims and stuff to shim the diffs. This one I didn't need to shim. It's a little bit crunchy in one spot, but to be honest with you, there's no Like, there's no play in this at all. It's absolutely solid. Even the plastic on the inside, it almost looks like they machined out the other side of this. I don't know if you're going to be able to see this or not. You can kind of see those markings on there. It almost looks like this side of the plastic was almost machined out, but the fit and finish on it is absolutely perfect. It looks like it was machined, to me anyway. That might just be how they trim their flash off. I have no idea on their molding process. But even these plastic pieces, just a lot of the ready-to-run plastic just seems too cheap to me. And my biggest thing about ready-to-run plastic is it wears out right where these bearings go in. And then the bearings start to wobble. And then your drivetrain starts to wobble. You know, I'm sure these will wear out eventually. I run into a lot of dusty, sandy stuff. I'm sure these will wear out, but it's an extremely hard plastic. And even trying to cut off some of the burrs that were on here, like you can kind of see that one there. I try to trim them down with my hobby knife, and I actually have to get at it pretty good. I got to trim that one down a little more, but it's extremely tough plastic. But these shock towers, I got some finger grease on there. Look at how nice those are. Beautiful. Very beautifully done. The machining on them is absolutely perfect. I mean, they're solid. I've read about people bending these. I don't even honestly understand how. I have no idea how people are bending these things. They're at 100% solid. So that's nice. You get all your diff fluids, you get your shock oils, you get black grease and thread lock. Of course, I left those at work last night, so I'm just using what I have here. But here's the rest of the kit. It just comes in bags, right? Like, there's your arms. Look at those A-arms. They're friggin' solid bricks of plastic. You think those fuckers are ever gonna break? Look at that. Think those are ever going to break? Rarely. You got to take some stupid hits. These bumpers are going to break, but I got a wheelie bar and another bumper coming for it. So here's the chassis. I've not taken it out of the bag yet, but the machining on this is very nice. Very well done. 4mm thick. This thing's huge. So they call this thing 10th scale, but it's basically all 8th scale equipment. There's the center diff. It does come with a plastic spur. You can get a steel spur as an option, but you know, I'm gonna run the stock gear for now. But it all just comes in bags. Look at those. Oh man, look at those A-arms. Look at those things. Holy crap. They're, I mean, you got your hinge pins and your hinge pin retainers, or whatever you want to call these, in there too, but whew, beefy, beefy, beefy. So that's that. So this is my new build. Hopefully, I don't know, probably give or take a few days. I'm still waiting on batteries and new connectors. I'm going to switch all my connectors over to XT90 connectors. I really like how easy they are, easy to solder, all that. And honestly, the Traxxas plugs fucking suck, and I'm sick of them. I'm not a Traxxas hater. In fact, I own quite a few Traxxas, Associated. That boat is Traxxas. Traxxas Stampede, Jado, you know, Slash, another T-Max, Super Blackfoot. But anyway, you know, I own a lot of Traxxas, so I'm not a hater. But honestly, after going through a race spec vehicle, I mean, this thing, it's even got lightened out drives on it, you know. That's race spec stuff. This is what the top of the level guys use. This same shit right here. And they built a basher for you. Well, you have to build it, but they put it together, and you build it, and you've got yourself a badass basher, because this stuff is built to take abuse and not break, because the one thing you don't want is to break in the middle of a fucking race, because then you're out, you're done. So honestly, I'm starting to think that maybe I should make some more bashers out of some race vehicles. I mean, this is the best equipment out here. Well, let's face it. A ready to run is great for somebody who may not have the know-how to put something together like this. The guys who take their trucks to the hobby shop to get them fixed, stuff like that. But if you're truly into RC, you really should look into kits and stay away from ready to runs. Instead of buying ready to run Traxxas vehicles, I will buy all the upgrades, look at the exploded views, order the stock parts that I really don't need aftermarket stuff for, and I build them myself, and they end up being decent trucks. I like their designs, you know, but the ready to run stuff, half the crap on them you're going to end up chucking in a box and never using, and then turn around and you're going to try to sell it on eBay or Facebook for $200 for some stock used A-arms or some crap like that, you know. But it's junk. Everybody has that box of parts that they just don't fucking use, you know. Build a Frankenstein truck out of it. That's about all you can do with it. But anyway, end of rant. I'm really impressed with this kit, if you can't tell. The whole thing has just made me rethink a lot of my trucks that I have, and some of them that I've been considering getting rid of. But we'll see. Like I said, this is about as far as I am. I got 3 diffs, about to do the rear gearbox. Front gearbox is done, so I have quite a bit left. But one thing I did want to say, you'll kind of notice this here: bag D, do it on this page; bag E, do this page. Each bag is, you build the whole thing out of one bag, and then you're done, and then you move on, open another bag, build the next step. The way this always should have been, but there's been some times where it's like, okay, open bag D. Okay, you're going to need that for this and this step. Okay, since you've already got bag D open, on this next step, you're going to be taking parts out of that after you've already opened another bag. And it's very straightforward. They give you pictures, exactly how to put it all together, where to put grease and Loctite. Open this bag, do these steps. By the time you're done, you ain't got nothing left. Okay, next page. Open this bag, do this. So, anyway, I want to get back to building and stop talking, so I will probably post another update here in a little bit showing my progress. But I'm really excited to see what's up with this kit. Tons of fun. Build your own. Don't buy ready to runs. Build your own kit. Put it together yourself. Don't pay somebody else to fix your truck for you. It's not that hard. Get to wrenching, get to bashing, break shit, fix it, do it again. Until next time.